What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In this video, we're gonna talk about the 10x scam that's going on during this weekend. So, starting tomorrow, Friday, January 28th, they're planning to launch a 10x event from summoning champions from Ancient Sacreds and Void Shards, okay? As usual, this lasts during the entire weekend, and it's not increasing the chances of summoning legendaries. You just have, like, this much more of a chance of getting that specific champion that you're dreaming of, okay? It's just like gambling. The champions that we have on the list for this weekend, guys, we're gonna start with the Void Legendary, and that is no one else but Leorius the Proud. Awesome champion. It's kind of like a Skull Crown on steroids, like, you know? An amazing champion, very good DPSer. So, in terms of his skills, on the A1, hits one enemy 2 times, a chance of landing defense down. This one is a very interesting skill. Attacks all enemies 2 times, but the champion is immune to stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, fear, true fear, petrification debuff when this skill is not on cooldown. So you want to make sure you open with this skill. Attacks all enemies, 100% chance to land true fear for 1 turn. Before attacking, has a 100% chance to land weaken on all enemies for 2 turns. That's fully booked, of course, and his passive instantly activates an unkillable buff on this champion for 1 turn before receiving a fatal hit. Damage increases as the champion's HP decreases 1% for every 1% HP lost. So the lower the HP, the harder he is going to nuke. I have him built on a Savage and a crit damage set. These are kind of like my total stats, and honestly, he wrecks. He pretty much wrecks with these stats. I need to glyph him to get a bit of more attack and speed. Masteries, that's kind of what I have on him. Tier 6, I have Ham Smasher. Honestly, he is a beast of a champion. Definitely worthy of the title of Legendary Champion. Void Legendary Champion, or Proud. Is an awesome champion. The next one that we have on the list is... Man, I know some people that are in love with this champion, and they want him so bad. Dracomorph on the 10x, guys. Like, we know it. He's kind of like the king of poisoners. Defense down, weaken, poisons, tons of damage, and this is for faction wars, doesn't really matter, but he can do 40, 50 million damage in a Barrier comp. This is what I have built on him. I have a 5.7k attack, 222 speed, full crit rate, 273 crit damage, 280 accuracy. Is not empowered at all. He is built on a Relentless for my Barrier comp. And yes, I do have a reaction ring on him because, yeah, I wouldn't say no to this ring. You know what I mean? Quadruple attack, hell yeah. He's not the right champion to use it because he's not for arena, but it's a very good ring. So, of course, I'm going to use it on a very good champion. In terms of masteries, that's kind of like what I have on him. Tier 6 War Master, Retribution on the defense tree. He destroys the clan boss, destroys a lot of PvE content. He's not as useful on stage 25 anymore, like he used to be on the stage 20. Use him everywhere, but he's still a very powerful champion. The next one that we have on the list, I'm not even sure if I have this champion at 60. I know I don't have him geared, I don't have him fully booked, I don't have masteries on him, but seems like I gotta go at the index. Is another lizard. Is actually no one else but Roxanne. So the theme of these guys is weaken, defense down, one or the other. Pretty much the same thing. Roxanne. Now, since the theme preset, he might be better. I still haven't played him since then. Maybe I will do it one day. Attacks one enemy, 50% chance to fill this champion's turn meter by 10%. 50% chance to place a perfect veil on this champion if the attack is critical. Attacks one enemy, fills the champion's turn meter, has a chance to place stun, and if he's under veil or perfect veil. If no, he has a chance to place sleep, and then he places perfect veil or veil on this champion. And right here, he lands weaken and defense down AoE if he's covered by veil or perfect veil. If no, he's gonna be on a single target. And from what I understood, he can deal pretty good damage. Now, with the team preset, you can actually make him use the right skills in the right order to make sure he's gonna land that defense down and weaken AoE. His passive places immunity strengthen on this champion, a continuous heal, and all that only when he receives a Veil or a Perfect Veil. Increases ally crit rate in Doom Tower battles by 23. He looks awesome. He's not a meta champion. I feel like he's kind of like a bit above average as a champion, you know? At least he's not getting used enough if he's better than that. Then we have one more champion on the 10x, guys, and that is no one else but Suzeran Khatoon, okay? On the A1, decreases speed AoE. On the A2, AoE lands weaken and defense down if the weaken is not placed. On the A3, removes the shield, block damage, and unkillable from enemies. And then he attacks them, so they cannot get resisted. Okay, in order, he can remove the shield and all this from any champion in the game. It doesn't matter if they have resistance or not. He cannot remove it, of course, from Brogni, because his shield cannot be removed. Heal reduction, and we have an increases ally attack in all battles by 33%. Pretty decent champion. He doesn't hit too hard though. That's kind of like his only problem. Now, talking about different champions that they don't have steroids. If we're going at Night Revenant, 10x on Skull Crown. Man, I got her on my free-to-play early and she just destroyed. Speed Aura for Arena. AoE attack right here. Double hit if the enemies have over 50% HP. Attacks all enemies. A chance to land weaken. Places unkillable on this champion when their HP drops below 20. And this is kind of like a thing going on with Sinesha. But she hits so damn hard. She's one of the best epics in the game in terms of damage dealers. Of course, Magnar, Skull Crown. And there might be a couple ones that I forgot at the moment. Since there's so many new champions coming in all the time, I can't keep up the step with them anymore. But Skull Crown, she is definitely worthy. Then I gotta say, we have Andulf. I have no clue who that champion is. I think it's gonna be hard for me to find him. I don't know if... Anyway, guys, I can't find him. Honestly, I don't know who that champion is. Arndulf. That's the name of the champion. You guys might know which one it is, but honestly, I'm clueless. I just can't remember who is that champion. Then we have Talia, okay? So if we're gonna go all the way to the Sacred Order, we have no one else but this chick right here. I'm actually double checking again to see if I can see that name anywhere. On the A1, triple hitter, good for the Fire Knight. She is pretty squishy. That's the only thing I don't like about her. Increases attack, increases crit rate, then attacks all enemies. She can deal pretty good damage with this. And a 75% chance of placing a bomb that will detonate after 3 turns if Phoenix is on the same team. Places a counter attack and a weaken on enemies for 2 turns. So this is a pretty interesting skill right here. She's placing counter attack on herself. Increases ally crit rate in dungeons by 15%. I got this champion super early, but honestly, I haven't really used her. The next champion we have on the list is no one else but Tarshan. And that one is just here. Who the fudge is the other champion? I'm trying to think who he can be, but I'm clueless. Whatever. This one right here attacks one enemy, places a provoke, small chance of doing it. AoE, places a weaken, and increase defense on all allies and fills their thermometer by 20. A pretty good champion for faction wars, even for other content in the game, dungeons. Is definitely not a bad champion. Places a strengthen on this champion when their HP drops below 50. Pretty decent 10x, I would say. I cannot find the last champion, guys. I do apologize. I have no clue from what faction he is. So I spelled it for you guys. You're going to be able to find it yourself. And let me know in the comments down below from which faction he is. That was all for this video. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.